Hi dear friends and friendly subscribers, welcome back to my channel. This is Inner Heal Tarot, and today we're going to do the unboxing of Tarot Oscuro from Entel Riviere, which is it's not a very new deck. I think it's come out like last year, and it has like a big splash here in London, I think in the Islington Art Center. I didn't catch that, but I just got it today, the tarot, so I'm really interested in unboxing this deck, doing silent flip through, well, not entirely by its own, but I'm going to do energy pairing with the Marielle Tarot 2nd edition by Mary White. And I'm doing this because this is a video of anticipation of the Leo energy that coming up, the Lion's Gate that will coming out in August. And at the same time, this is like I don't have that many fire deck, I quite imagine, so I want to honor this season of summer with the fire deck, and like I said, to honor the Lion's Gate energy that is going to open soon. Well, not now when I'm doing the video, but when I'm uploading this. And also at the same time, I would like to doing a fire energy deck sometime, you know. I don't know, I'm not really interested in fire decks in general, but yeah, I would like to start to have this balancing of energy, elemental energy within my body. Okay, so if you're new to this channel and you're stumbling upon this channel, this video, please don't forget to subscribe, share and comment, because that's the easiest way for you to help my channel keep on growing. Okay, so Tarot Oscuro is an original art tarot deck created to reveal the shadow self, unique in creative delivery and deep psychological insight. Often playful, sexual, monstrous, Tarot Oscuro unveils the mystery of the subconscious mind. So basically what I feel about Tarot Oscuro when I see a little bit is the same like what I feel with the Marielle Tarot, which is like, that's why one of the reason I want to do the energy pairing. And I think after the energy pairing, flip through the whole deck, if we still have time, I would like to go more in depth on the Marielle Tarot this time. But if not, then we will do another video for maybe end of July or August for the deep review of Marielle Tarot. And I don't know what's happening with this deck, but recently it didn't get so much love from the tarot community, I feel. So I just do the video to in an attempt to bring it back as well. Yeah, so the Tarot Oscuro itself, let's see from the guidebook. Also, it is published even earlier in United Kingdom, 2021. So a lot of the videos is come from last year, so I thought it came out last year. Okay, so it's interesting. Yeah, it's a nice little guidebook in a way. It's not in comparison with the Marielle Tarot. I feel like the guidebook, it's really helpful to give us insight about what kind of archetype energy workings, because Mary White's working on this deck within 3 tradition, which is the Marseille, Thoth, and Rider Waite Smith. So she provided a lot of wealth of information in this guidebook, which is really nice. And I feel that I don't work with it enough, you know, so that's why it's summer and I want to work it at least in the month of August with this deck. Okay, so the deck itself for Tarot Oscuro, I feel it's a nice card, even though I don't like the glossy. and I like the dark gold, the dark copper. Is this a copper? No, it's like a this wood color. Actually, the edging is so pretty. Actually, it's like an ash or amber color, something like that, dark ash. And for the Mariel Tarot itself, it comes with a beautiful silver edges. That's just always beautiful, and I really like it actually. So okay guys, with that said, let's start the energy pairing, and I see you on the other side when we're done. Enjoy. Okay guys, we just did a very quick energy pairing between the two guys of the Mariel Tarot second edition and Tarot Oscuro. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like there's several things there's like images that I feel very linked, to the point that I was kind of thinking, is the artist who created Tarot Oscuro is using the Mariel Tarot as one of the her or him inspiration place, because some of it is quite similar, but of course some of them is like super different. So I don't know what to think a little bit. What I feel is like from these two decks, I feel like a very different fire energy, and the Tarot Oscuro is it's a bit overwhelming at this point, and it's it feels very garish in comparison to the Mariel Tarot. So I feel that Mariel Tarot by far is more sophisticated and is more I feel it's more well thought out when it comes to making a deck. But then I feel that both of them is like a beautiful deck in their own rights. And what I feel is also it feels like belong to the same family, even though it's a bit in a bit of a weird way, you know. So it's like the Mariel Tarot probably the older sister of the Tarot Oscuro, something like this. Yeah, from the way the art came out, you know, depicting the archetype, but some of it is like looks quite similar to me, in my opinion. So for example, like the Hierophant, it feels like from the same place, you know, like, but it's just like a gender play, something like this. So the woman looks really like a man, and the man looks like a woman, in the solemnness and the demeanor of the body gesture, I feel. So but it felt like a same kind of a family tree. And I felt a little bit scared when I saw the Chariot card, actually, because I felt that it is like what I said again, it belonged to a same family. Like these two chariots, it looks like the wolf actually, and it looks like they belong to her as well, where she's also looks like a little bit like her as well in her own kind of way, you know. So when I see the Chariot card, I felt a little bit eerie, like it felt like this part is belong to her heart here, you know. So this is like her inner being. So it felt like, oh my god, it feels like a really related. And also like the Justice card in here, like this is like the goddess Ma'at looking at the other one. It's like, okay, you're kind of my representative now. It's a little bit weird, and just a weird kind of justice way. It's kind of like a corrupted kind of thing. So she's just like kind of observing, and this Justice card is like, yeah, what are you looking at? And also what I want to say is like both deck is kind of taken on the Thoth tarot system, which is the Justice is number 8. So yeah, I didn't know this before, and I just flipped it through, and the part of the number system was all correct, you know. So for me it was really interesting. The Wheel of Fortune is a bit it's very different. Let me see again. So for example, also the Strength card, like the way the lion is depicting like eating the hands of the person, it feels like really similar feeling. That's why it feels like a sibling deck, you know, even though the art style is different, but the energy is quite similar actually. like the hangman as well with the hair, you know, and the hair is like both have yellow hair here, and yeah, it's just quite eerie in a way, you know. Both is like using a modification of the left leg. Yeah, it's quite eerie. Also the death card, can you imagine? This is like, it's exactly the same card. It feels like the fairy here, the flower, like, I know this is like an insect here, right? But it looks like a fairy, and this looks like a fairy as well, and they both like have this similar kind of gaze. Actually, it's just a different kind of art style. When I see these two cards as well, I was like, oh my god, there's like exact same card. I mean, of course the art style is different, but the depiction of death is quite similar in a way. Yeah, this is, the temperance is completely different, I must say. It's a completely different feeling. But the orange energy with the tiger here, you know. So the colorification is quite similar as well. And look at the devil. It's again, it's the same image. You know, the feeling of the Lord of the Fly. It's in here. It's uncanny, you know. Look, it's kind of creeped me out a little bit. Also, the tower is very interesting because in this tower it's not very phallic like this one, but actually if you read the description that the Mary White put in the devil card, is actually talking about the phallic condition of the tower card actually. So you see like the liberation of the divine light through the phallus, that is the tower. So I'm not gonna read that much, but basically, yeah, it's also the same exact kind of symbolism in a way, you know, even though it's not so prominent in here. So it's really, really eerie in a way for me anyway. But some cards are really different, for example, right? And for example, the sun is also the same card in my opinion, because this is might as well be this, the head. It's the exact same card and iconography. Instead of the sun is outside, it's actually within ourselves, right? It's weird. Yeah, and this is not very to the point, but in here, the judgment card in Marial Tarot, judgment card angels are not is not Gabriel, like a lot of in a lot of tarot decks it's depicted as Gabriel, that calling out the death to glow up basically, right? But in this deck it's called the angel Metatron basically. And also in this judgment card, the angel is also the shape of a Metatron in my opinion, not the angel Gabriel. So also is, even though physically different, energetically it feels really the same, like the phoenix, like the Metatron energy, which is really, really cool. And I think throughout the Three of Wands is also the same with the eyes here, but mostly it's quite different in the depiction. I think the Tarot Obscuro is more true to the Rider-Waite-Smith cloning, when Marial Tarot is more like doing her own thing kind of thing. And to understand the energy, it's best to also read the guidebook as well. But the Seven of Wands though is also pretty insanely quite similar, like just a close-up of a face of something. It's amazing. Looking at these two cards, I feel really, really eerie, you know, because first of all, the shape, of course, but also like the tentacles that make it quite similar as well. It's really eerie to me. But of course, like 10 of Wands is very different again. Page of Wands is different. So the one that's same again is the Queen of Wands. You know, it looks like really the same, or like a sibling energy again, you know, with the coloration of the throne as well. It's quite similar. And the King of Wands is the same energy. Basically, this is like a close-up of this guy with the same hair as well and the same kind of eyes. It's kind of really eerie, you know. So basically in the court cards, I feel it's quite similar, but from the number 1 to 10 in the minor arcana is just like quite different. Again, because Tarot Obscuro is more true to Rider-Waite-Smith, I think. But in the same of the cup suit is not pretty the same, although the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups is, I feel, is the same person depicted here. And also the King of Cups, look at this. This is the same person, you know, like the one that in the Pirates of the Caribbean guy, the one with the octopus head. This guy, that the captain of the Flying Dutchman, basically. That's really, really eerie. I like this Three of Swords as well. It looks the same kind of iconography. Although one is in the heart space, one is in the mind space. But it's the same, you know. And also the Four of Swords as well. It's the same energy exact. Because look at the clouds here. It's just adding up the icon. It's very beautiful pairing actually. It's not 100% the same. But it has many sameness in a way, I feel. Like for example, this Six of Swords. Like this angel might as well be this being. It's quite similar in my eyes, and it's both red as well. It's just kind of make you shudder. Like look at this 7, you know, the shape of the swords here, like this the same, like this serpent coming in and out of this raven as well. And even like the 9 of Swords, look at the shape of all these swords here. It's almost the same with this, the shape of the city, you know. Even like here with the lighthouse. And also of course the water, you know, going to the shore. It's like something that go out to her mouth. It's incredible. But then again, it's really different. It's quite incredible deck actually doing together. Look at these 2 Knight of Swords, and with the mask that they both put on the head, and this guy might as well, the minuscule part that live inside this owl, you know. This looks like the owl skin in here. So it's like, it's kind of like a play between the 2 decks together, and it feels like really speak up quite nicely. Like this Queen of Swords without the eye, and the eye is in here, so it's like kind of poetically connected in a way, in my opinion. Isn't it make you eerie? To me it is. Also the King of Swords, the same hair, same kind of hair, you know. It's very interesting. Then again, 1 to 10 is quite different, like I said, when I see it. This is disgusting, in my opinion. Although the Seven of Discs is quite the same. I feel Seven of Discs is like this energy of patience, right? Waiting for your money to grow, kind of thing. And in the Marielle Tarot, it's about Odin hang himself, going to the realm of death to understand the rune. So yeah, it's like basically you go into dormancy and waiting in patience, basically. This looks quite the same to me. Ten of this is different. And the Knight of Pentacles, this looks quite the same to me also. Look at the trouser, it looks like the same color with this donkey, whatever. This looks like the same cards. And the Queen of Pentacles with the hair again. And it's like the Queen of Pentacles has this knowledge on how to create wealth, even though it's come from painful place, it seems. And it's the same with this one as well, that somehow to gain some wealth you have to kind of wearing a mask or something like that, and cannot show your true self all the time, in a way. And finally, the King of Discs, King of Pentacles, is also almost, to me it feels like the same person with the stag here and bullhorn, which is, yeah, it's quite incredible. So basically that is my opinion, my thinking of the two fire energy that I think I'm going to work with during the summer month of August, I hope. And I would like to do more dive deep into the Marielle Tarot again, because it does have a lot of things to offer, especially if you're new to tarot. I highly recommend, well, not really new, but if you already read tarot for a while and wants to know deeper understanding, because I think Marielle Tarot is not a beginner deck. You kind of already have to know the energy of at least one of the other tarot decks that she derived inspiration from, either Marseille, Thoth, or what do you call it, Rider-Waite-Smith. Otherwise, I think you will get lost as well. There's so much story and energy that packed into each card here. And yeah, I think I will do a deep dive review with other deck that has the same kind of impact and not just derived from one set of tradition. Because I think she's quite there's a lot of brain power in this deck, I think, because it's a lot of knowledge going on. And I'm filming now in July, when I see the High Priestess here, it's actually the energy of now, which is the High Priestess in here is the Lilith energy, which is like the energy that's prominent now because we're inside the Virgo, no, it's the Venus retrograde in Leo season. So also like coming out with the Lilith energy as well, and the Black Madonnas. So it's like what's hidden from, like, summer month is a very harsh lights, right? And harsh light is always create harsh shadow, and this is what the harsh shadow is, the energy of the High Priestess in the shape of Lilith and Black Madonna. So I think I'm going to go deep dive and working with this energy more, and I will review this energy usage of mine, what I use and what kind of feminine energy did I use as well, outside of the shadow parts, which is the Aphrodite as well, the Empress, the Aphrodite, the love, you know. So I hope you enjoy this energy pairing deck video. If you do, please again don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, because that will be very helpful to me and to the channel. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's helpful for your tarot journey as well. And yeah, I would love to learn from you as well, so don't forget to comment. Okay, so thank you guys for your time, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.